The Banished of Muirwood by Jeff Wheeler. This is the book that I just finished reading these past couple of weeks. It took me about 2 weeks to get through it. I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the book and then what I thought of it. Okay? So this book is a fantasy fiction for, I would say, young adults, teens and young adults. It starts out when she's a young girl, but the majority of the story takes place when she's older, around 18 years old. It's told from Maya's point of view, the princess, and it jumps around from where she is currently on her quest, her adventure, and it backtracks as well, telling us what happened in the past. There are a lot of twists, interesting twists. I actually enjoyed most of them. So I'm going to try not to give away too much. I don't want to mislead you, but I don't want to give away the spoilers. So, what happens in this book? Maya, like I said, is a princess. Her father banishes her from the kingdom, initially because he's trying to divorce her mother, and he's not allowed to because of the culture and their religion. So he's trying to go through a legal process, and he has to banish his daughter from being princess so that he can make another child his heir. And eventually he kind of comes around, but the people of the land are dying off because of something that he did. There's a huge problem. And he sends Maya on a quest to try to resolve it. And part of that twist is involved there. So the whole why, I can't tell you. I don't want to give it away. Shh. All right? But Maya is on this quest. She's fleeing the people who are after her. There's a lot of people after her. Some want her because she's a princess. They can get a ransom. Others want her because she has certain powers that she's developed. The girls in her land are not allowed to read and write, but she does learn, and she also developed some powers because of her lineage, and so there are people after her because of that. And then, of course, there are people like the one guy who's after her. He's a king. He wants to marry her because by marrying her, he can take claim to her father's kingdom. So there's a lot of people chasing her. And she has a couple people who help her out. She has kind of a bodyguard who's with her from the beginning. And then there's another guy that she meets along the way, and his dog Argus, John Tate and the hound Argus, who help her out as well. He starts off helping her because he knows the trails through the mountains, and eventually they develop a friendship, and so he helps her even though she tells him he doesn't have to. The bad guys are almost upon her and want to kill her, so they get caught, then they have to get free, and they get caught again, and then she has to save them. So as time goes along, her powers become stronger, she can do more. So it's interesting. This is a series, so there are other books in the series, but the book does end. For being a series, you know, a lot of series end on a cliffhanger. This did have an ending. There is a big surprise, so like I said, I don't want to spoil it. I wish I could tell you, but I don't want to ruin the good stuff for you, so I can't tell you exactly how it ends. But, no, I can't say anything. Okay, all right. I won't say it. But it does have an interesting ending, but there is definitely more to come, right? But the main objective that she's trying to accomplish, Maya is able to do. She's successful, as our protagonist. So that's kind of the synopsis of the book. As far as my personal feelings about how it went, these are my thoughts, okay? First of all, backing up a little bit, this is a book in Kindle Unlimited, so it's included with your subscription. You can download it, read it. It also comes with the audio. The audiobook is included free with a Kindle subscription. Most books don't. Out of like 2 million books in Kindle Unlimited, there are probably a couple thousand that come with the audiobook included free. So that's why I like these kind of books. You can do a search for books with narration under Kindle Unlimited, or also look for books that say read and listen for free. So especially if you're an English student and you want to learn how to pronounce the words that you're learning in the books, reading is a great way to develop your vocabulary, and by using the audio, you develop your pronunciation. So, good point there for this book. That's one of the main reasons I picked it up, because like when I'm jogging, I can listen to these books. So it took me a couple weeks because I got sidetracked with some other books, and there's this crazy mosquito flying around that wants to be on our video as well. But, crazy guy. So, my thoughts about the book. It was interesting. There were some parts that felt kind of slow, like it was dragging around. It jumped around, like I said, a lot. So, you're here now, right when she gets into an intense spot, then it backtracks. And I understand, sometimes if it works right, it can be really good. But sometimes it makes me almost feel like, they're just trying to drag something out. And that can be kind of frustrating at certain points. But overall, in general, I liked it. It wasn't too slow. The pacing was good. The ending was good. That's something that irks me about a lot of books nowadays. But the ending of this book was pretty good. There was a twist, so like I said, you might like it, you might not. But I enjoyed it, and it was interesting. So I do recommend it. Take a look at the book. If you like fantasy, especially, the quest kind of thing. She's not looking for a sword or anything like that, but she does have to find a way to help her people, and she does, but it's not quite like she expects. But in the end, everything kind of turns out all right, because there's kind of a twist that gets twisted, that gets twisted again. So it's a twist of a twist of a twist. If you like that kind of stuff, check it out. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars for The Banished of Muirwood by Jeff Wheeler. Take a look, read and listen to it. I didn't know that books could, like Kindle books, came with free audios. So there were a lot of books that I read in the beginning that I realize now when I look back at them, I'm like, whoa, they had audio, So make sure to take advantage of that and enjoy it. Let me know what your thoughts. If you've already read the book, feel free to let me know as well. And I look forward to hearing from you. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that cool, share with your friends, internet stuff to help us spread the word and get it out there. All right, so y'all have a great day or night, whatever time it is where you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.